Okay, so the first thing you want to do is choose to be of service to your higher self. So just take a moment and we're going to do some breathing. Just breathe deeply and just notice what it's like to breathe deeply and fully. Breathing in and out. And in and out. And as you do that, just notice how you're feeling in your shoulders and just allow your shoulders to relax. Feel your hands unclench and just feel your jaw relax. So just open up your jaw and just allow your whole jaw just to relax. And breathe. And feel yourself letting go. Let go of all the tension in your body. And feel your heart rate. Feel it slowing right down. As you breathe, just notice your heart rate is slowing down, slowing down. And now as your body starts to send more blood to your mind, to your brain, notice how your mind is becoming clearer, less foggy. Just breathe in and out. Just breathe in and out. And as you do this, let's do a little checklist, if you like, of how are you feeling mentally? How well did you sleep? How sharp is your thinking right now? How clear are you? How enthusiastic are you right now? How awake are you? Just check in with yourself. And just acknowledge where you're up to with all of that. And breathe. Now I want you to shift your focus onto how you're feeling emotionally. So checking in with your emotions. And how you're feeling. What's coming up for you as you sit there feeling? And just feel the feelings. And as you feel, just name the feeling. What is it? What are you feeling? Is there any feelings of bad or sad or mad? This is really, really intimate. This is where you intimately connect with yourself and your feelings. And you want to do this really well. Acknowledge exactly how you're feeling emotionally. Try and give the feeling language. Try and express in your mind, how do you really feel? What is that feeling? Really feel into that. And breathe. You want to make sure you do this really well whenever you do this exercise. This is connecting deeply with yourself. And now I want you to just run a check throughout your body. Just notice how are your toes? How are your ankles? Just be with every single part of your body. And just move systematically through your legs, up through your pelvis, into your belly, up your back. Just check in with your whole nervous system. Feel your nerves up your spine, all the way down to your lower back and up to your neck, into your shoulders. Just feel into your chest. What about your arms? Feel into your arms. Feel your fingers. How are you feeling? Just be aware of how you're feeling physically. Just really connect in with your physical body. Just notice in your body, where is the tension? Is there a sense of darkness somewhere? Just notice. And just coming back and just notice into your head. And just notice, what are you thinking? Just become aware of your thoughts. So I want you just to notice a thought. Allow that thought to come up. And just notice how that thought wants to just kidnap the conversation. It wants to take you down a path into the past or into the future. And now just bring that thought to a close and go, okay, thank you. And what else am I thinking? Just reclaim your focus. And so this is really a part of exercising your will. This is about choosing what you want to focus on. So as the thought comes out, watch it and choose to let it go. What else? What else? What else are you thinking? Okay. What else? And then just notice how that thought also wants to take you down a certain road. And rather than engaging with the thought, just ask the question, and what else am I thinking about? And notice that after a while, very soon in fact, your mind starts to quieten down. In fact, you actually have to go looking for a thought. They're not just coming randomly anymore. You actually have to go digging. And what else? What else? And when you get to the point where your mind is clear, you've gotten to that point, and now I want you to change from being aware of how your body is or what you're thinking about. Change it so that you become aware of the room that you're in. So you're sitting there with your eyes closed. I want you just to, in your imagination, just see you sitting in the room with your eyes closed. And just notice you're sitting there in the room. And you're part of the room. As you sit there, you're part of the chair, part of the room. Just notice what's on the wall in your imagination. Pictures on the wall, the desk, papers, computer. Notice the wall coverings or the floor coverings. Notice the door, the windows. Notice the curtains. And again, notice just by being in the room, you are actually a part of the room. Just notice. And notice how you're part of something bigger than just what's going on inside your head. You're actually a part of this room. And notice that while you're thinking about the room, notice how the room is actually a part of the house where you're dwelling. It's part of a bigger dwelling. And just notice the whole home. Notice the ceilings, the air conditioning vents, the windows, the carpets, the kitchen, the laundry, the bathrooms, the bedrooms. Notice the sitting rooms. Notice the veranda. And notice that you're still part of the whole house. And the home sits on a property. Just notice the property. And the house is a part of that. Your home is a part of that property. And just notice it. And then just in short steps, just expand that out into the street that you live in. And from the street, notice that the street is part of the suburb that you're living in and the city that you live in. Just notice that it's all a part of the state that you live in. And you're a part of that. And notice that the state is part of the continent that you live in. And notice how that continent is part of the world. And even though you're in your head, you're still part of the world. And in fact, notice that the world is just part of the solar system. You're part of space. And notice what it might feel like if you were standing on Pluto and looking at all the planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, and there's our tiny little planet. And notice that you're a part of all of that. And you're moving through space. Just notice you're part of the solar system. And you're part of the galaxy. And now zoom out even further and notice that we are just part of our galaxies, just one of billions of galaxies out there. And just notice how we're just a tiny little speck of dust, and we're connected to all of that. Just a tiny speck of dust in amongst millions and billions and billions and billions of galaxies. And all of this is familiar to you. It's familiar to you. You're a part of all of it. And that you're connected to everything through all time, through all space. Just notice you're just part of all of it. And from this perspective, I want you to acknowledge your gifts and your skills. Just notice the stuff that you love doing. Those things that literally light up your eyes, light up your body. What are the things you absolutely love to do? And just acknowledge that you've got a light that you love to shine in this world. Just acknowledge it. Just acknowledge you've been given natural abilities. Acknowledge them. You've been given a special genius. Just acknowledge what that is. This is your genius to pursue. And I want you now to set an intention that you are actually of service to this higher part of you. And you are here to serve that highest good, to shine your light ever more brightly into whatever opportunities present themselves. And from there, step into innocence. Just allow yourself just to be part of everything. Allow yourself not to know anything. You're just completely innocent. And from that place, just observe what is obvious. Just observe what is obvious before your rational mind seems to want to manipulate and grab hold of you. Just notice from that place of innocence what is most obvious. No judgment. Just notice. Set all your judgments, your thoughts of why you can, why you can't, set all of that aside and just be in innocence, open to everything, attached to nothing. And now, with your imagination, I want you to create a circle. Imagine a circle. So in your imagination, I want you to imagine a circle, and within that circle, I want you to imagine a space. And this space is the end result that you are choosing for you. What is your choice? What is it that you really are choosing for you? Just imagine it. That's in that circle. What is that? Imagine all of it. And then when you're ready, I want you to imagine stepping into that circle and allow the circle to inform you of what is that end result. What do you get? What are the outcomes of this choice? What are the outcomes? What's it like having that choice? Just notice what it's like and just step into that. Who are you with? What are you doing? What are you experiencing? Just feel into it. What are you feeling? And now I want you to start to write it all down. No judgment, just write it all down, just as it comes to you. Just as it comes to you, write it all down. And just pause this audio as you write. And come back to the audio once you've really exhausted everything. And just keep writing as much as you can. Keep writing, keep writing. When you feel like you've come to the end, ask yourself, what else? And what else? And what else? Just keep writing it all down. So I want you just to read out aloud what you've written down. And again, just pause the audio, read out your vision, read it out aloud. And then I want you just to notice how that feels. What does it feel like from this space? What does it feel like? Notice that. And now just choose that. You're going to just choose it. You're going to come to an agreement with yourself that this is what I choose for me. You see this? This is my choice. Tell your subconscious mind that this is my choice. This is what I'm about. This is what I'm creating. Just really, really choose it. This is the end result that you are going to choose to create. And notice how now that you've got this, you can step into this space just in a snap of your fingers. Whenever you want to feel what it feels like, you've got it. You've now got it. This vision is now available for you to step in and out of as often as you like. But for right now, I want you just to notice yourself stepping out of that creative circle, your vision circle. And now I want you to create a current reality circle. So draw another circle, and this is your current reality. This is where you are right now. And this is your current reality as it relates to the choice that you've just made. Where do you stand right now? What's going on for you currently? And I want you to step into this circle. And again, no judgment. In complete innocence, you're just going to write down your current reality. You're not going to condemn, you're not going to judge, you're just going to write it all down. You're just going to notice what's obvious. Just write it all down. And just pause this audio as you write. And come back to the audio once you've really exhausted everything. So I want you just to read out aloud what you've written down. And then I want you just to notice how that feels. What does it feel like from this space? What does it feel like? Notice that. And now here's the magic. Just become aware that everything you've written down in this current reality circle is just a story. It's just stuff you've made up, right? And you've written it down, and just notice all the feelings, all the angst, all the fears, the frustrations. Just notice it all, right? Notice the stories. And now just notice that all the stories that you've just put down, they're just in a current reality circle. Just notice the energy in this current reality circle. And just recognize that even though as you go through your day, you might fall back into this space, but it's just a current reality circle. That's all it is. It's just an egoic story that you've been carrying around with you for years. That doesn't mean it's true. It might be your circumstances, but that's just your current reality. It doesn't mean that that's your future. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a story that you've been feeding yourself for years and have been giving it meaning and have been giving it energy. That's all it is. You've now captured it in a circle called the current reality circle. And now, here's the genius, right? Recognize you've just created this current reality circle, and so now you can step back into your genius circle, your circle of what you're choosing. You can step into that at any time. And so the truth is you're going to fall into these circles on a regular basis, but it's not about falling in. It's about how quickly you can step back out of this circle and step into the circle of your choosing, your vision circle. And so take a deep breath and just say, no, I choose not to be in this space anymore, and I'm moving into my vision circle. So take a deep breath and breathe out all the energy and the frustration and the anger and the fear. Just breathe it out. Take a deep breath and breathe it all out. And notice that really none of that even belongs in your body, in your mind. You can create anything. Take a deep breath again and blow it all out. And again. And now from this place, I want you just to recenter. Just open up your heart. And just acknowledge that you're part of this incredible world that includes all the oceans and the Amazon and the meadows and the sunrises and the sunsets, the north and south poles, the northern lights, the forests, the rivers, the mountains, the insects, the animals, the fish, all the microbes, the insects. You're part of this whole incredible world. It's yours to experience. And as a creator, this is your playground. It's all part of what you have at your fingertips. And you carry gifts and you carry skills to make this world a far better place. And you have a mission. And that's to enjoy your skills, to enjoy your life and shine your light. You're going to make a difference. You can achieve your dreams. And just feel yourself in service to this higher aspect of yourself. And in innocence, let go of your needing to understand and needing to work it out. Just be present. Just be present. Just be awake to the truth. What is most obvious to you? And now what I want you to do is step out of both circles, right? And now you can see both circles. There's your current reality circle, there's your vision circle. And you get to choose which circle you want to step into. And I want you to step back into your vision circle. And just feel it and smell it. Just really own it. Experience it. Feel the energy of it. And from this place, ask yourself, what is most obvious? So looking from your vision circle, look all the way back from where you are right now. You're going to build a bridge from your vision circle all the way back to your current reality circle. And looking from your vision back to current reality, you're going to ask yourself, what's most obvious? What's the most obvious action that I need to take? But you're looking at it from a point of view of your vision all the way back to where you were, almost saying, okay, how did I get here? And what's the most obvious step I need to take? And write that down. Press your audio and just write down what is most obvious. What are the most obvious actions? Not major things, not huge big steps. What's the most obvious step you can take right now? Write that down. And so now commit to taking that action. Commit to doing what you've just said. Choose to do those action steps. Commit to it. And now just notice how it makes you feel. How does it make you feel to commit to that action step? If the step is too big a step, then chunk it down, break it into something that you can do pretty much immediately without too much thought, without too much effort, just to get the momentum, just to get yourself moving. Choose it for you. Feel the tension of it, and that's good. That's good creative tension. That tension is going to pull you towards what it is you want. Take action. Take action. And so every time you do this exercise, you pull yourself more towards your vision and leave your current reality behind. And pretty soon, your vision will be your current reality.